Good day, good day, good day, everyone. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and today we're going to start a new series. We're going to stay with Julia Cameron's Finding Water that we was talking about last week when we was speaking about having believing mirrors in our lives and being a believing mirror for someone. But today we're going to get into the divining rods. Do you know what a divining rod is? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. So stay tuned for Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. Let's start the show. Good day. Good day, good day, good day. Good day, everyone, and welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and SIP stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. Yes, it does. So, welcome. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. I certainly did. I certainly did. So, we're in a new series today, and I am still inspired, y'all. I'm still inspired by Julia Cameron's work, her work in the book that I was sharing with you all called Finding Water. Finding Water is part of her Artist Way journey. And so, if you don't know who Julia Cameron is, she is probably most famously known for her book, The Artist Way, which was released, I'm sure, over 30 years ago. And since that time, she's been sharing based on the artist's way. So this book, Finding Water, is part of the artist's way journey. All right. So let me check in though. How are y'all doing with your believing mirrors? So we had an assignment last week. That assignment was to write a list of your believing mirrors. And what are your believing mirrors? Your believing mirrors are people who believe in you, people who will root for you, people who are optimistic about life in general, people who will encourage you when you feel like I can't do another thing. I I am a writer and I am not writing. And you will call on your believing mirror and they will encourage you to write, even if it's just for 5 minutes. So, just as we have believing mirrors, we get to be believing mirrors for other people as well. So, you can let them know about you being there, wanting to be their believing mirror, or you could just be it without even mentioning it. So whenever they reach out to you and they're feeling low in the dumps, blue, they're feeling like I can't do another thing. They're feeling a little depressed, low. You encourage them. You remind them of their gifts. You remind them that their presence on the planet matters. You are optimistic. So I hope everyone has done that homework. I hope you have your believing mirrors. I hope that you shared with your believing mirror that you see them as such. And I hope that you are one for someone else as well. All right. So Linda's checking in. She says she made her list. She still has a couple to reach out to. All right, Linda. See, that's what I'm talking about. Doing the work, doing the work. Because I'm just giving you a little sip of something that you can practice. That's what Morning Sip is all about. It is tools that you can use today, right now, without having to go to school and get another degree, without having to do deep research. It is tools that you can use right now. And if something sparks your interest and you want to dig a little deeper and maybe get a full meal instead of a sip, then you could go ahead and do that as well. But the point is to practice, because practice makes progress. Yes? All right, so let's get into the Divining Rod series. Let's get into the Divining Rod series. So I looked up the word divining rod, and actually, I was just looking up the word divining at first, and a list came up, and the first was divining, and then right underneath that was divining rod. I was like, huh, that's interesting that the dictionary would have a definition for divining rod. So this is what the definition is: a forked rod believed to indicate the presence of water or minerals, especially by dipping downward when held over a vein. So I love the visual of that, right? A forked rod, right? So I think about like being in a fork in the road, if you will, right? And it indicates the presence that there is something there. There is something nourishing, right? Water or minerals, something that we need, right? To replenish ourselves, to nourish ourselves, especially by dipping downward, right? And so I take that to mean, especially by going within, by going deeper, by taking a dive within ourselves with these divining rods, right? And we discover it when it's held over a vein, right? And I think about our heart. I think about our just our whole aura, right? So that's the visual that I have when I think about a divining rod. It is a tool that we can use to go within, to go within, to get and receive what we need. So this week, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be sharing with you different divining rods that Julia Cameron shares in Finding Water. And my desire for you is for you to do the divining rod that I share. That's my desire for you, that you will actually do the divining rod. So get something to write with and get something to write on. I should have said that at the top of the show, but get something to write with and get something to write on. And I'm going to share a little bit while you get that. And then I'm going to share with you what today's divining rod is. All right. So again, I'm reading from Finding Water by Julia Cameron. And this is the Divining Rod series. And so here is just some preamble while you get yourself situated. Because the goal today is for you to actually do the divining rod now, as we're doing SIP, for you to do the divining rod now. All right. Because the other thing about divining rods is it's not something that we have to sit deeply in contemplation, at least not this one. To sit deep in contemplation is something that is top of mind. It's top of mind. At least this one is. Okay? So you don't have to mull it over. You don't have to do research. You don't have to, call in a friend. It's top of mind. Okay? So this is the setup. She says, spiritual seekers speak of the dark night of the soul. It is an inexplicable period of Black despondency that steals over us for no apparent reason. She shares, I am in one now. Prone to breakdowns, I tend to experience dark nights as a regular, if unwelcome, occurrence. Over the years, grappling with both my alcoholism and my depressions, I have had to learn many self protective measures. I have a need for all of them. And for friends like Bernice is one of her believing mirrors. And for friends like Bernice, who can gently remind me how to use them. It is a truism of 12-step programs to say, you cannot think your way into right action, but you can act your way into right thinking. So it's about taking action. Taking action. We could think all day, all night, but if we don't take action, we're not doing a thing. We're just thinking. Faced with despair, small actions do hold the antidote. We can train ourselves to act in our own behalves. We can train ourselves to act in our own behalves. We can practice acting on our own behalves. We get to do this for ourselves. So this is the divining rod. Take pen in hand. Come on, y'all. Come on. Don't just sit here watching me. Take a pen in hand. Number from 1 to 10. All right. So pen in hand. You got your piece of paper. Number it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got that? We got that. Okay. Now you're going to list 10 small actions that you can take, which will make you feel better. So you're going to list 10 small actions that you can take to support yourself, is how I would put it, to support yourself and feeling better, to support yourself and taking action, to support yourself and moving out of a funk, to support yourself and just being who you are. 10 small actions. Here's a couple of examples she shares. I could get a good haircut. I could polish my shoes. I could sort through my receipts. I could clean my refrigerator. She says, if you are depressed, most of these small tasks will seem beyond reach. Choose the smallest and least threatening and execute. So we are creating a list of 10 small actions that we can take to support ourselves in feeling better and getting moving and getting out of a position that is off and into a position that is on. And from that 10 list, from those 10 items that you list, you're going to do just one. Just one. And like Julia wrote, if you're feeling particularly low, then do the smallest one, the one that would take the least amount of effort. But the important thing is that you take action. It's the quality, not the quantity. Yes? So we're going to take a minute or two, and you should be halfway through your list, if not already done. So I see you, Fee King. Fee said, I'm here for 10 small actions. Powerful. Not all 10 at one time, right? No, no, no. One, just one that you will take today. Just one small action that you will take today. So the small action that because I did the list this morning, because let me tell y'all, everything that I invite you all to do, I do. All right. So the small action that I am taking today, because I'm in the process of of recreating my office space here in my home, and it's been a lot. It's been a lot. There's some days I just go in the room and I just sit there and I do nothing. I'm all in my head thinking about what I could do, but I don't do anything. I have some days like that. Yesterday was a good day. I got a lot of things done. So, one of the things that I am doing today is in one of my bookcases, I am clearing off a shelf, because what I'm finding is I have a lot of things, and I have a lot of things that I don't need anymore. And I need to clear those out so that I can create space for the things that I really do need to have in my office, instead of buying more storage bins. Who does that? Instead of decluttering, you buy more storage bins to put more stuff in. I said, no, girl, you're not doing that today. So that is my one small step that I am taking today, to clear off one shelf in my bookcase. So tell me if anyone would like to share, what is one small action step you can take today? You can take today. I see you, Fee. She said, my list of one that I will take today is to declutter a small space in the apartment. Sekou is already on his small action, and I'm proud and impressed. All right now. See, I love that. And what a gift. I'm going to shout out Fee and Sekou for a moment. What a gift to be in relationship and partnership, and to be each other's believing mirror. Oh, that is a special, special, special relationship when you can have that with the person that you are, who's your love, right? It's a wonderful thing. So, blessings for us all when we have that type of relationship in our lives. So, anyone else want to share what their one small action step, one small action, not even a step, because this is something you're going to complete today. You're going to start it, you're going to be in it, and you're going to finish it, because it's a small action step, a small action step that you can take today and complete it by the end of the day. And you can share this with your believing mirror, right? You could call up, you could send a text to your believing mirror and share with them, listen, I'm taking this small step today. And this is a small action today. And this is what it is. And when I finish this action, I'm going to text you and let you know that I have completed this action. Okay? So that's today. That's today, Shay. That's today, Shay, love. What small action will you take today? All right, y'all. So this week, divining rod. The divining rod. So we're going to be in action this week, y'all. This week is an action week. All right? All right. So let's get into some joy news. If you're still writing your list, that's fine. If you want to share what your action is that you will take today, please do. And I'll check in again at the end of joy news. So I want to invite everyone again. it is not too late for you to join our community cafe book study. It is a amazing journey that we are taking with the author of Hack Your Pain Now. Sekou Rice is the author. He is with us in this book study. He is sharing, he is answering questions. It is an awesome experience. So get the book, and tomorrow we'll be doing commandments number 2 and 3. So if you haven't started yet, and you could catch up today, all of the commandments are a couple of pages. You're reading the intro, commandment 1, 2, and 3. Okay? And then you will join us tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Zoom. You would go to rocklandcsl.org, click events, community cafe, and the Zoom link is there. All right. So I hope to see everyone tomorrow at 7 p.m. To participate, it is a love offering to the author. So 100% of the love offering is going to the author. All right. All right. Let's see. Also, I'm excited. I will be doing my next group spiritual life coaching June 3rd. It's a small group of 8. We have 3 slots left. You can register by either sending me a direct message on Facebook, on Instagram, or you can send me an email at revmelissa at iamrevmelissa.com. Rev Melissa at iamrevmelissa.com. You can send me an email there. Okay? So the theme for this session is an intensive 4-week group spiritual life coaching series for June. Because June is that graduation month, right? There's a lot of transitions that happen in June. So June is the month that we're going to level up, right? We're going to reactivate our passion, our purpose work, and we're going to get started by doing the thing or continuing the thing or restarting the thing that really is ours to do, that thing that makes our heart sing. So group spiritual life coaching is all about transforming your life. It's all about connecting to your yes, living your life in purpose. Stop the whole thinking about it, and it's time to be about it and to do it. To do it. So I am here to support you. I also provide one-on-one spiritual life coaching. If that is something that you are interested in, you can also reach out to me, send me a voice direct message on Facebook, Instagram, or you can send me an email at revmelissa at iamrevmelissa.com. Also, I want to share that Fee King is blessing Rockland CSL with a fundraiser. She will be donating 50% of the proceeds to her next fitness challenge, Unstuck and Unstoppable. It is a abs, ass, and arms fundraiser, an opportunity for us to sculpt, sweat, strengthen, and sew. And it's starting next Monday. We changed the date to give y'all more time to get it together. So we started next Monday. You can go to Fee King, follow her on her social media, and all of the information is there. How to register, how to pay. The cost is $25. And as I mentioned, Fee is blessing Rockland CSL with 50% of the proceeds from the challenge. So it's a 5-day challenge. It is 35 minutes. I believe it's from 8 to 8:35, starting on Monday. So it's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. All right, not Wednesday. So check out the post on Rockland CSL soon, today probably, and follow Fee King on her social media. All right. If you would like to support my ministry of joy, there's some simple things you can do. One of the things you could do is to like this show. Like Morning Sit with Rev Melissa. You can share it with your circle. I appreciate all of you who do that. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel at I Am Rev Melissa. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel there. You can support by purchasing some joy merch. So you can go to my Etsy store and you can purchase t-shirts, long sleeve and short sleeve, Sip Joy mugs, Joy socks. You can support the Joy Ministry of Joy by doing so. And I just want to mention that my Joy, Joy, Joy socks are my charity. I don't like that word charity. I'll find another word, but I'm giving 100% of the proceeds from the Joy, Joy, Joy socks to Sekou Rights for his support of the nonprofit Roxbury Action Program, where he will be doing a run in July. So this is part of his celebration of his second birthday after he had a stroke in 2022, July 14th. So around that time, he will be doing a run that will raise funds for Roxbury Action Program, and the Joy, Joy, Joy socks will be supporting those efforts. So stay tuned for more information, how you can participate virtually and how you can participate financially. All right? All right. So I think that's all the joy news I have for today. Thank you all for being with me today. Have a wonderful today. Do your small action. Do your small action. Do your small action. Share it with your believing mirror. And I would love to hear about it tomorrow. All right? All right, everybody. So peace and blessings, peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes.